Hello everyone, this is Laurie Larsen, author of the Pawleys Island Paradise series. I started a little video series talking about each of the books of the series to get ready for the release of book 5 on Valentine's Day. And so I hope you've taken a look at my little video describing book 1 and book 2. Today, it's time for book 3. Book 3 is called Journey to Fulfillment, and it is about Marianne, who is Hank's daughter, who you meet, of course, in books 1 and 2. Here's a look at the cover. I absolutely love this cover. Of course, Pawleys Island Paradise takes place largely in Pawleys Island, which is in South Carolina, which is one of my favorite beach towns in the whole world. And that cover, especially with the little bucket and the shovel in the sand, it's very, very meaningful in the plot of the story. At the end of book 2, which is Jeremy and Emma's book, Tied to Atonement, a terrible family event happens, a very tragic event involving Stella, who is Marianne's daughter. And although at the very end of book 2, the event with Stella gets resolved, book 3 picks up on what happens after the event with Stella. She's home safe and sound and everything, and it looks like it's going to be fine, but how, as parents, do Marianne and Tom deal with how that terrible event happened under their watch in the first place, and how are they going to react to that and help Stella recover emotionally from this event? And I'm trying to tell this story without giving you any spoilers. And as it so happens, and is so common in married couples involving a man and a woman, the man takes a completely different viewpoint or approach to handling it than the woman. And in this case, Marianne and Tom have completely different ideas about how to handle the family members who are involved in the tragic event, the reason behind the tragic event, and then the recovery from the tragic event. And it puts Marianne kind of on the defensive. Tom's view of how to handle it puts someone that Marianne loves dearly in jeopardy of being alienated from the family. So anyway, all that aside, Journey to Fulfillment is a very different kind of love story for me, because most romance novels, and certainly all of the ones that I've written, start out with two people meeting, getting to know each other, facing some problems, falling in love, and ending up with their happily ever after. Well, that's not what happens with Journey to Fulfillment. This is about a married couple. Why can't a married couple have a love story? Why can't a married couple have a black moment or a terrible event that pulls them apart, and then using God's guidance and their faith in God, putting them back together, hopefully as a better united couple. So that is what Journey to Fulfillment is about, and it, I think, is a good study of a married couple and the fact that life isn't always rosy in even a couple that's very committed and in love with each other. It happens in the best of marriages. So also in book 3, we meet Teague and Roxanne, who are New York City actors who come to Pawleys Island to help Marianne with a business venture idea that she has when she opens up a dinner theater in the Seaside Inn, which is her and Tom's inn that they own. And when you first meet Teague and Roxanne, you know there's some tension between the two of them. You know that there's a story there, but book 3 does not get into it. Later in book 5, which is coming out Valentine's Day, you will get to meet Teague and Roxanne in more detail. You'll find out why they had that very tense meeting at the Seaside Inn, at the dinner theater, and they get their whole story told in book 5. So anyway, thanks for listening to these little video series, and time is getting close. We are almost to Valentine's Day, which is the release of book 5. I'll post this. I'll then do one more video about book 4, which is Bridge to Fruition, and then it will be time for the new book. All right, have a great evening. Bye-bye.